It's better than being a dumb one.
Flat, and now I'm like, like this side. What is going on with this? Maybe we just need to put it back here. Just forget about it. Okay.
All right. Welcome to the Intelligent Donkey.
Woohoo!
And I'm here with the Dafter,
Hi.
Luna Rosa.
It's me.
For another video here. Depending upon whatever else happens with maybe an additional video for her mom's birthday. Happens to be the day before Valentine's Day.
Yep.
She doesn't like having things associated with Valentine's Day mixed in with her birthday.
It's true. Because she
Just
had
like,
to all her whole life.
Her youngest brother was born the day after Christmas, so we get those holidays mixed up.
Yep.
Those celebrations get all mixed up every year. But no, we are planning here, and I decided to do it with you for two reasons. One I've already stated. The other one is simply that Nana from Nana's Shenanigans doesn't like the classical reactions so much, but we've got a special classical reaction for you for Valentine's Day,
Yay!
Even though Valentine's Day was this past Friday.
Yep. It'll be fine, though. It's okay.
We're recording this on February 9th.
Well, you know, the better holiday is actually February 15th.
Why is February 15th the holiday?
Half-price chocolate day.
By now you're all drunk with chocolate,
yes,
I bet.
Absolutely.
By the time this airs on February 17th.
Exactly.
You know, unless I decide to air this earlier, we'll just see.
You never know.
This is Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, okay.
Now, I guarantee that you've heard part of this.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard all of this, and in fact, I'm pretty sure you haven't.
So now, when you say this is Romeo and Juliet, this is not the opera.
There isn't an... Well, there have been operas.
I mean, but it's not the play.
No.
Obviously, so...
But it is based on the Shakespeare play. It follows the Shakespeare narrative.
Okay, but who...
But Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky wrote what he termed a fantasy overture. If he would have written this, say, 30 years later in the 1890s or something like that, it would have been called a tone poem in much the same vein as some of the other shorter orchestral works in a single movement, although it kind of has sections to it in a bit. There's, like I said, a section it is that you've heard possibly hundreds of times before.
Okay.
Whereas a lot of the rest of it you haven't heard at all.
Maybe.
So, I mean, it's going to be a kind of a mixed bag, but what Tchaikovsky did was take the Shakespeare play and follow that narrative and tell the story completely musically. Very much the same as we had that Alpine Symphony.
Yes,
There is no singing in here, no lyrics, but the music tells the story using the Shakespeare narrative.
Okay, yeah, that's why I said opera, because I was trying to think. I mean, I knew it was a play, but like the only way it would be music is if it was an opera. So I was trying to figure out, wait a second, it didn't make sense. Okay, now that makes sense.
Thus we have a fantasy overture, as it's called.
Okay.
Here again, I looked around a bunch of different videos of it, trying to find which one was the best one. As usual, I ended up landing on Proms. This one's a little bit unusual just because there happened to have been two of them. There were two Proms, BBC Proms videos of this, so I had to pick which one was the better of the two. I picked the one where the conductor takes it a tiny bit slower than many of the other conductors do.
Okay.
But even at that, there's parts that are quite fast.
Okay.
In here, quite dramatic, like you like, and everything.
I do like that big percussion.
And of course, it is a tragic tale.
Yes.
Of Romeo and Juliet. So even though we're playing this in celebrating Valentine's Day, well, you get the idea behind how the music is most appropriate for right now. So we're going to fire up the BBC Proms. I'll get the information out as far as the credits. Who is conducting the exact orchestra. I do know the occasion, of course, is BBC Proms 2013. in this particular case. This is the Romeo and Juliet Fantasy Overture.
Okay.
It calls for a medium-sized orchestra.
Yep. Any organ?
And here he is now, Yannick Nézet-Séguin, to conduct the Rotterdam Philharmonic in Tchaikovsky's Fantasy Overture to Romeo and Juliet.
Forgot that in this video, you've got the credits right there.
Oh, there you go. It's the youngest conductor we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And the least crazy hair.
Without the baton. Nice.
Very dramatic.
What a chord progression. Another reason I chose this version was the incredible camera work that I saw when I previewed it.
Okay.
In some of the faster sections. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get there.
Okay. Oh, there he's got his baton.
Oh, is that for a flute?
Yeah. Is that a flute?
It's a flute.
Interesting.
And you like the pizzicato?
Yep.
That's why Tchaikovsky is easily in my top 5 composers, probably ranking number 3.
Yeah.
right behind Mahler and Beethoven.
Yep. I was going to say, I've heard his name quite a lot.
Oh, yeah. Every Christmas.
Yep.
Nutcracker.
Absolutely. Oh, golly, that freaked out for a second there. I'm assuming this is the fight between... I cannot remember the houses' names.
The Capulets and the...
Montagues.
Montagues, there we go. Yes, it includes, obviously, the conflict in the families.
Well, this sounds like conflict.
Yeah, you'll hear all that. There's certain themes that'll pop up multiple times, actually, about that.
All right.
Variations of that incredible chord progression. But before that, the first thing I noticed, that guy what is his name? He looks just like an actor. Oh, he looks a little bit like a young Jerry Seinfeld actor.
No, it's a blonde actor, just like crazy hair. I can't think of it, but as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh my God. Okay, anyways, we can rewind it if we need to. A little bit. There we go. Okay. No.
The love theme from Romeo and Juliet, one of the most played segments of voice in soundtracks, TV shows, you name it.
Yup. I was thinking Gary Busey, but that is not actually who I'm thinking of, because there's another actor that literally looks just like. Tell us in the comments, please, because I know somebody knows who I'm talking about. He's like Gary Busey, but it's not Gary Busey. Okay, anyways.
Love the lush harmonies. I assume this is great orchestration.
Yes, I'm assuming this is when Dad found out about the romance.
Something like that.
Yeah, probably. But Dad, I love him. You cannot be with him. But Daddy.
A very rare error.
Oh,
I heard somebody make a what sounded like a bad mistake on horn.
Uh-oh. I didn't.
Of course, they carry on.
Yes, but, yes, absolutely.
That's a rare mistake. I wonder if I can catch it again here.
I heard it. It sounded a little off.
Even though I've heard it a zillion times, and you have too.
Yep.
That love theme is still just incredibly great.
It's true, yes. it's that same love theme, but now it's got that tragic.
Different key, minor key.
That makes
on top of it all. Yep. Where we know what's happening here. That's amazing storytelling through music.
Absolutely.
Love conquering all at the end of Tchaikovsky's Fantasy Overture to Romeo and Juliet. Yannick Nézet-Séguin conducting the Rotterdam Philharmonic.
Nice. Ooh, ouch. That was a mess. Okay.
Okay. All right. I just love these romantic period romances in this case.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, tragic romance.
Tragic romance, but from the romantic period of music like this, when composers like Tchaikovsky started just doing away with the traditional forms of things, even though in some cases they are still following what's called the sonata allegro form or one of the classical forms of music, but they're expressing things that are not musical by themselves.
Okay.
They're telling a story. Or painting a picture, like we had, well, that's kind of a story too, an Alpine Symphony by Strauss. But that period from about 1840, 50, somewhere in there, through the 19 teens. Just an incredible period of music. This is the period in which we saw Tchaikovsky. We have Gustav Mahler. We have Anton Bruckner. We've got lots of great composers from that era that were all following the lead set by Beethoven, as far as I'm concerned, because he bridged the gap between the classical period, dominated by Haydn and Mozart, and the romantic era that kind of started with Schubert and Schumann and started progressing through Wagner and Tchaikovsky and all the rest of them, Brahms, like they can't forget about him.
Exactly.
We have many more classical things I want to go through. I have finally found, by the way, a video. It's actually a set of 4 videos. I don't know why they just didn't put them all in one video. It's a 4-movement symphony, even though the total length of the symphony is only about a half hour.
Okay.
But of William Bolcom's Symphony for Chamber Orchestra, Symphony Number 3.
Okay.
That I happen to have actually listened to the world premiere of. So
oh, wow.
We've got that. We've got the planets. We've got a bunch of other things.
I'm excited about the planets. Yeah. So, yeah.
Of course, it's one of her favorites. Like this. I cannot find, of course, with the Bolcom thing, any live performances of it. So it's just a recording in studio.
All right.
But that's okay. I did at least find one. And it's actually of pretty decent sound quality.
All right.
So if you liked this, click the like button as well. Share it with your friends on social media. Give it to somebody as a Valentine's present, although I'm not sure what they'd think of that.
Yeah.
Of course, it's after Valentine's Day by the time you see this anyway.
Yeah.
But do subscribe to this channel if you want to not miss any more of these classical reactions, and don't be a donkey of limited intelligence. Instead,
be an intelligent donkey.
And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.